Hi guys, so it's really hot, really hot, and I've been working hard on there. Sorry, I've got my phone on the side. I keep looking up here for the camera. The camera's like here. So yeah, I've been working on the Nile monitor enclosure. My outdoor enclosure, everything is insulated. The roof's all insulated. The ground's insulated. The walls are insulated. Everything's in. What it's supposed to be doing. I'll flip the camera around for you. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the walls in. I'm going to go around with expanding foam and just fill in any gaps that need filling. So yeah, go down this end. This is the pond section where the pond is going to go, and obviously the expanding foam will fill those gaps there. Yeah, we got all the ceiling in. That's all in. I'm got a fun job of painting all this now. I'm gonna have to give it stupid amounts of coats, because obviously there's going to be a misting system in here which is going to mist the enclosure down, you know, every few hours. So yeah, but I am going to really go to town on the wood protection. I might even go as far as to put some sort of resin on the walls maybe, or something. But yeah, floors gone nice and hard now. I filled in the end bits with concrete there just in case there was a couple of little gaps, so I let that go off and that'll stop him digging. Yeah, that's it really. There's nothing else much to say. It's all insulated. I just need to get the obviously there's the felt on the roof. I have to get some more gas and torch the felt on the roof. Got the end on. Gonna clad that probably with some feather edge down there. There is quite a nice overhang on the roof though, so no water should really be getting on that. But yeah, all the exterior is going to be varnished to make it look pucker. So yeah, that's the enclosure so far. We're coming towards the fun part where I get to start decorating the inside. Once I've put in, you know, I'm gonna really go to town. I'm gonna really give it some coats in there. Just don't want that wood rotting. So I know eventually at some point it will, but I want it to last a few years at least. Yeah, so the fun part will be I want to have a nice big thick tree branch like here, and I'll build a nice ledge there, you know, quite a big one, where the basking bulb's going to be coming down here, so you can bask there. The UV's going to be there. There's going to be another UV in the middle up here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a pretty big enclosure. You know, it's a fair old size, and it's all insulated. It's like a mini house out here. Probably going to be warmer in here than it will be in my house in the winter, because let's face it, we don't want to turn our gas on at the moment. Yeah. So, but I'm going to have to take these bolts off and clad the outside, or maybe notch around the bolts, or just pack this out, you know, so it sits on the, because I'm going to have to put a bit of timber in here just to hold it. So I got something to nail to, or screw to, or whatever. But yeah, that is the enclosure. The window's looking good, it needs nice clean, and the pond is here. It's a huge pond. I've got the boards already marked out, and I'm going to cut them for the pond to. I'm going to make a frame for it so it's off the floor, so I'll cut a hole in the bottom and put a pipe coming out so it's easy drainage, because as we know, our monitor lizards like to poo in their water. Which, on that note, I did hear some bubbles earlier, so let's have a look. And yep, there we go. I knew I heard it. You, sir, disgusting. So I turned all their heating off in here because it's ridiculous hot in the shed. All their heating is off. I've even got a fan blowing in some nice cool air from the outside. Yeah, even the eggs have gone out, so I've turned the heating off in there. I might even open the door for half hour or so. These guys don't have, I don't put any heating on these guys. Obviously being mountain horn dragons, they prefer it a bit colder. So Brenda's up there. She's been digging all morning down here. She hasn't buried anything yet. I think she's digging dummy holes at the moment. So, but she's getting ready to, she's very aggressive at the moment. She's very angry. So, Ernie, always shedding, weirdo. So, the Nile monitor was out basking earlier on the branch, but I scared the living daylights out of him, and I walked into my shed and I tripped up, and I went flying past his tank, so he must have thought, Jesus Christ, and he darted. So, but there were 2 pinkers in there, and he's had both of them, so good. Loaf has had a load of dubia roaches this morning, probably about 50. I can't even count. I had a massive order come in today, and I gave him half. So, you know, next week I think he's due one of his meat products. Obviously I don't give it in very, I only give it in very rarely. Yeah. These guys, all their heating's off. I've put her in there with him for the time being because he doesn't bother her one bit whatsoever, and she seems to be a lot happier in there with him than she is in the. Oh, hello! Oh, you don't want to see my boobies. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry about that. You saw my my lush physique, you know. So let's take you on a tour of my garden. This is a mess because I've just, obviously we're building this enclosure and we had decking space. I've thrown everything on the deck. So I'm going to cut the grass in a minute. So I've got my homemade waterfall. It's not on at the moment. There. More natural stuff going on. Got my fire pit down here. In the winter we sit round and have some marshmallows. And then good old Fitzy style, got my bar with all the optics, plenty of drink. We all have good fun in here. So it fits about, I don't know, 10, 12 people. So TV on the wall, big speaker. So yeah, we have good fun. And then obviously down here, this is where I'm going to start building my vivs. I'm going to make my own design of vivs. Obviously this is a mess down here because this is where I dump all the timber and burn it. But this is my workshop in process. So it's a huge workshop. It's 25 foot by 12 foot, no, by 15 foot. So, and obviously very, very tall. So this is going to be huge. So that's going to be my workshop where all the vivs are going to get built. You know, it's massive. I better tidy all this up before the wife comes out and has some kittens. So yeah, that's my garden. So I was originally going to do the enclosure here between the reptile house and the bar. I was going to do an enclosure there, but my wife likes this area where we can store all the chairs and the mower and the patio set and all that. So that's going to be getting used this year properly. So yeah, that's my garden. It's an absolute tip at the moment because I've been cutting and sawing and concreting and, you know, but yeah, happy days. There's a little look in my life there. I want this channel to take off. I'm going to get a better camera. So if you can, guys, please subscribe, help me out. I'm going to be doing loads of videos, step-by-step guides on how to build my vivs or how to build vivs and stuff like that. Because obviously I've built every single one of my vivs except for the little Exoterra one that I keep the mountain horn dragons in, and the Habitat one that I use for the Nile. But yeah, you know, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it's only going to encourage me to do a lot more. Thanks, guys.